I am here with the team from the booth this week here at GlueCon 2022 in Broomfield, Colorado. GlueCon's been a really cool conference in that it's developer focused. It seems sort of grassroots, but it's actually kind of big at the same time. And I think just having these in-person conversations, this is my first conference in 2 years now, so it has been really cool to have in-person conversations with folks and actually having synchronous dialogue. I've gotten a lot of value out of that and learned so much about what people are after. So I think we're going to go around and kind of get some key takeaways from everybody here. I'll start directly to my left, Dave McAllister.
Hi. So it's been really fun just talking to people because we're actually finding out what people's problems are, which is a very different place here. I come out of an observability background, and it's absolutely amazing how many people now want and need the data that's buried inside of their application space and their infrastructure space. There's just this massive groundswell, to your grassroots point, of saying that that's going on here. The other side is kind of interesting. We've had an interesting mix kind of between product pitches as well as really technical problem-solving pitches. And it's clear that people at this show really appreciate it when we get into the technology and the things that solve their day-to-day problems.
Good segue, actually. Maybe we'll talk to Jason next.
So for me, this is the first conference I've been at in 2.5 years. So it was nice to get out and talk to people. And I'm here to talk about MAR, and I'm talking about a project that, I've been asked, like, well, what's in it for NGINX? And the answer is nothing directly, but indirectly, it's the rising tide lifts all boats. And having sat through the first day of conferences and talking to people, I just knew that we were pitched at the right place. We're not trying to sell you anything. We want to understand your problems. We want to build something that helps people. And I think that we realize that if we help people and we start to solve these problems, we're gonna make money in this equation somewhere. But by not focusing directly on the pitch, and I did sit through some speeches or some presentations where it was heavy on the marketing, heavy on the use our product, and the crowd here didn't want that. They want, like, tell us about your problems, tell us how you solve them.
Yeah, that's neat. Kind of leading with doing the right thing first, and then we'll figure out the business later.
Yeah. That was also the thing. It was very clear also that crowd during Jason's talk was really into it. I saw people looking at the repository. I saw people reading through the documentation that's there while the discussion was going on. So again, the technology and the fact that it's open source makes it easy for anybody to get their hands on.
Yeah, cool. Amir?
I mean, everything that I wanted to mention, you already covered it, right? I mean, the conference, it was all about, there was no marketing, no pitching, no, hey, like, buy NGINX Plus. Really, this was like an awareness geared, like, position for developers to just learn and grow and try to make them successful. It wasn't about, selling them anything, so that's great. And it was also like a good size conference. It wasn't too big. It wasn't like a zoo, right, where you have just people running around and just everything is just so fast paced. So there was more like the conversations between the attendees is more, I don't want to say it, it's more personal and more face to face.
Yeah. You know what? You bring up a good point, and I think I'll make that as my point. Is the conversations that I had were with hands-on people, developers. They might not be like the top decision makers, but they're definitely influencers. But getting that opportunity for me, coming from the F5 side of things and coming more from the infrastructure side, getting to actually talk to developers and coders that are actually hands-on keyboard has been really cool for me. So I learned a lot just in the last couple of days of having those conversations. So it was pretty cool. All right, well, thanks a lot, guys. It was great spending the last couple of days with you guys and getting to know you guys as well, like in person instead of just online. So that alone has been great value for me. So I hope that we get to do this again. Maybe you guys will see us at GlueCon 2023.